Hello, my name is Michelle Atta. Thank you for joining me on my YouTube page. So today we want to talk about the things that you shouldn't do when planning for your wedding celebration. Please, if you haven't subscribed to this page, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share our videos, and stay tuned. Do not dare to borrow. If you're planning your wedding celebration, I want to advise you to stay away from borrowing. Do not borrow to plan for your wedding celebration because you have what you call a life after that celebration. So if you're borrowing to just sponsor a wedding celebration, then that is a waste. It's a big waste. So the first thing on our list is do not dare to borrow. Don't borrow whatever. Don't borrow for your wedding celebration. That's point number one. Don't spend all what you have as savings. So what am I trying to say? Don't spend all your savings. Yes. So if you're planning for your wedding celebration, go to your savings. Yeah, I'm very sure you and your to-be partner, you have put in something, you've saved something towards this celebration. And go into what you have saved. Do not spend everything. So take for example, if you have like 100 euros as your savings, should you spend all the 100 euros for this wedding celebration that will last just for maybe 1 or 2 days? The big answer is no. Let me see. No. Why should you spend all your savings? So why should you spend all your savings? You have a life after the wedding celebration, which is more important. So if you spend all your savings, what are you going to do after the savings? Remember, you still have a life ahead of you with your partner, not alone. So you will need money for your house rent, you need for feeding, you need for so many things. So do not spend all your savings. The mistake that we do is we go to our savings. Some people don't borrow. Really, we don't borrow. But we just go to our savings and spend everything. And then after the wedding, we are broke. No, that is so wrong. Don't spend all your savings. Believe me, do not. You don't want to find yourself on the street begging. So avoid spending all your savings. Think of tomorrow. That is point number 2. Then, yeah, I had to put on my crown because I'm talking about weddings. So point number 3, don't invite the whole world. Yes, we want to have a big wedding, want to have a beautiful wedding. A beautiful wedding does not mean that you invite everybody. If you invite the entire world, you invite so many people, you will need to spend a lot, and you don't have that kind of money. So do not invite the whole world. Don't invite, you must not have 500 people because your sister did his wedding or your friend did her wedding and had 1,000 guests. Doesn't mean that you also will do your wedding and have 1,500 guests, of which you cannot sponsor this 1,000 guests. It's gonna drain you dry. So do not invite the whole world. Just invite few people that you can take care of and have your wedding. It does not mean that if you have many people, your wedding will be successful. No, no, no. You can have a great wedding, absolutely beautiful wedding with just 50 people. So let's stop inviting the whole world, of which you cannot take care of. It will just make us dry. If you cannot afford, don't do it. So do with what you can afford. If you can invite 500 people and you're able to feed these 500 people, then great and fine. But if you cannot, just do with what you can. You'll still have a beautiful wedding celebration. Yes, and point number 4 is do not, I repeat, do not forget about tomorrow. Yes, we have this tendency of just spending. Since it's your wedding, you're just planning. Everything is geared towards that day. And you forget about tomorrow. You forget about life after the wedding, which is the marriage life. You understand? And it's the most important. So do not forget about tomorrow. Always have in mind that this wedding is going to end just, the celebration will end just today. It can take a week, you know, but after that week, I have a life ahead of me. So do not forget about tomorrow. If you have tomorrow on your mind, then it will help you to spend wisely. My brothers and sisters, don't forget about tomorrow. Don't spend as if the wedding celebration is just the last day on earth. You still have a life ahead of you with your spouse, and even maybe you have babies. So spend wisely. Don't forget about tomorrow. Very, very important. Last point on our list, which is point number 5, is don't impress people. It's your wedding. You understand? It's about you and your spouse. You understand? Your partner. So don't do things to impress people. Oh, my auntie wants me to have this, so you want to do it to impress her. If you can't afford, tell your auntie, "Aunt, sorry, but I can't afford this. This is not what I have planned with my partner." So don't do things to impress people. If you want to do things to impress people, you end up getting confused and bitter, because people have their own different kind of styles out there, and there's no way you can want to impress A, impress B, impress C. You'll fall into depression. Don't do things to impress people. As long as your spouse, you and your spouse, you're okay and God is pleased, go ahead with the planning. Go ahead with whatever you have on the table. You understand what I'm saying? So most of the times we do things because we want to impress our friends. We want to impress our this, our dad, and we end up confused and bitter and feel like unsatisfied. You understand? So let's just do things to please, as long, you know what I'm saying, as long as God is okay with it, as long as your spouse is okay with it, you are good to go. You're good to go. Yes, it's your day, it's your wedding day. So don't impress people too much, because you will end up getting confused. So thank you so much for watching. These are just the 5 beautiful points I came to share with you. Remember, if you haven't subscribed to this page and you love the content of this page, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like, share, comment if you have anything to say about these 5 tips of don't do while planning your wedding celebration. And if you want us to make videos on any other topic, please comment below. And thank you. I will see you some other time in our next video.